Hi. Thank you for attending today's reading. Let's begin. I'm a dumbass every time I see a number like 1K for something like upvotes or Instagram followers. I say a 1 killioner in my head before I think 1000. I'm a physicist, so I should know better. End of story. Next story. I have an old Ladia voicemail saved on my phone so I can listen to it when I need to hear a comforting old person. So the story behind this voicemail: I bought a little painting from an old lady a few years back and gave her some extra money for a tip. She was shocked and told me I should not do that, but I insisted. So she insisted she goes buys the painting a frame. It took a few days, and I'd go back to the place to see if she had gotten it done. And her husband would be there and would update me. I left my number to make things easier, and I get a call from her one night and the voicemail goes a little like this: "Hi honey, I was out and realized it was dark and I can't drive after dark, so I went home. I'm so sorry. I will have the frame tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I love you. I apologize again. Take care." She ended up also getting me a cute Christmas card to go with it. I lost all of my grandparents years ago, so having that voicemail is just kind of nice. End of story. Next story. For the past 10 years I've been planning and acting out my own DC cinematic universe with my action figures. I'm 22 years old and I'm almost done with the last one. I've never told a soul this out of embarrassment. Edit. You guys, oh my god. This posted exploded. You are all so freaking amazing. Thank you all for the silver and gold. I feel so welcomed. I really would like to show off more of this universe that I've made. Anyone know where I can post more about it? I really want you all to see. Thanks again. Love you all. It all started when I was about 11 or 12. I was a nerdy preteen and used to spend all my money on action figures. Marvel, DC, horror, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, you name it. But my favorite were a series of figures called a DC Universe Classics. Those were the ones I bought most of. They were and still are some of the coolest figures I've ever owned. I had so many and would play with them all the time. I didn't have a lot of friends, so being upstairs on my own with these figures was my life. They were my friends. This all started when Iron Man came out. I remember loving it and hearing about the shared universe idea. I was excited, but deep down I wished that DC would do the same. One night while I was playing with my Batman and Robin figure, acting out an adventure, I got an idea. I ended their little story with what some would call a post-credit scene. I was so excited that I had come up with that idea. The following weeks, I played other adventures with other DC characters, doing the same thing, ending their little adventures with teasers for something bigger. Finally, during Christmas break, I brought all the members of the Justice League together. With the new figures I got that Christmas, I could make it a true adventure. I see scenes to music on my computer and iPod. I was so pleased with what I had created. I kept this process going for years. Literally. I'm a huge film nerd and would take inspiration from TV and movies. Mainly the MCU. And the ill-fated DCEU. I had my own little world that I would plan and pick music and write small scripts. I was totally in control. I was like a director. And in my head the fans were always pleased. I hit a few speed bumps and stopped for months, but would always pick right back up where I left off. I would plan little trailers based off real movie trailers. I went deep with it. I was in love with doing this. It was always on my mind. No matter what. This huge plan for a shared universe. I did this for 10 years. Almost 11 now. It's not like the MCU where it's going to go on for 30 more years. My films have an end. I'm planning on acting out the last one very soon. I'm honestly so sad. This has been a huge party of my life for so long. And it's coming to an end. I'm not sure why I never shared this with anyone. But I hope as I finish this up, this huge secret, I can write this post and give someone else some excitement about it. Sorry for the rant. Thank you for reading. End of story. Next story. My real name is Karen and lately I've been hesitating when someone asks my name because I'm scared they are going to judge me based on it. Honestly it's hurtful that my name is considered an insult. Edits. For those asking what I am talking about. Go here are. Fuck you Karen and here are. Fucking Karen. For those of you saying any variation of a thata such a Karen thing to sire. You are doing exactly what I feared would happen. I expressed a genuine emotion. And now I am being called entitled. Sharing a true thought or feeling is the right of every person. Critical for real human interaction and connection. And does not make me entitled or unreasonable. The name of this sub is Confessions. Not Rants. For those of you offering encouragement and sharing stories about your nice friends and relatives. And pets. Named Karen. I sincerely appreciate your understanding and compassion. It's people like you that make this world a better place. Thank you. End of story. Next story. I was going to kill myself 2 days ago, maybe not a confession as such, but no one knows I was planning on ending it all. A week ago my 4-year-old wouldn't wake up, so I rushed her to hospital where she fell into a coma. Due to a blood clot caused by chemo. 2 days ago they told me she might be brain dead as she wasn't responding to anything. Obviously I was heartbroken and devastated. So I planned on ending it all to be with her. I can't see my life without her. I've never been so happy to hear that they got it wrong. She's awake and smiling with no brain damage. I really feel like it's a miracle. You kicked cancer's butt, baby girl, you can do this. Edit. I honestly didn't think anyone would care when I posted this, but I'm so overwhelmed with your support. I've been trying to reply to the comments, but there is so many. So thank you Reddit. End of story. Next story. The person who molested me died today. Hey everyone. I wanted to reach out and say thank you to everyone for their comments and support. It has been 4 days since the prick has died, and because of y'all I am proud of myself. I did some self-care. My husband got us a steak and some champagne. And a small dessert. Reddit soothed my anxiety. Then today I was all by myself and my brain was racing when out of nowhere my body took a deep breath and I had a clarifying thought. For the first time in my entire life I truly feel free. I am completely rid of the man that tried to destroy me. And I am a survivor. What y'all did for me was so kind, and I can only hope to pay it forward one day. Thanks Reddit. The title says it all. The man that molested me died today. I am in a state of guilt for feeling so much relief over his death. But there it is anyway. Ve said it and I cannot take it back. Even years after I confessed this to my family and he was basically removed from my life. I still lived with a small part of my brain wondering if he would be around a corner or somehow continue to hurt me as an adult. In any case, I was hoping to share this seemingly a good news with someone somewhere and find some solidarity, as I feel so many lonely feelings right now. Thanks. End of story. That is all for today. If you want to support my automated channel, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.